Hello? Well, looks like my internet's pretty slow. Hello? There's so much lag. There's so much lag. Okay, let's try another sound test. Okay, let's try another sound test. Ah, that's better. Let's see. Active users. Ah, that's better. Right, let's tweet about it. Live streaming my design process for see, live. All right. So on the home page, we want All right, so you can see here, those are some of the logo options that we have. I really like this one. This logo wasn't designed by me, by the way. It was designed by my friend Fabien. So, but we'll use that in the design for the website. So, all right. It's like one thing I'll do is start with a new document. Save on the desktop, of course. And so the first thing I do usually is when I start a new website, I'll do that desktop HD preset here. So this gives me a pretty good screen size to start designing. Let's just see, is that still? Let's see if the live stream is still up. Okay, perfect. Hey, if you're tuning in live, please leave a comment. Love to know who you are. This is the first time I'm doing this, by the way. So this might be terrible. I don't know. This might turn out to be a really bad idea. We'll see. So let's see. If I did this. Maybe add one extra page, which would be like about, something like that. Hey William, how's it going? All right, so we're trying to design a website for the Montreal Design Club. So Montreal Design Club is this design kind of community event that we're trying to do. And actually, it's even more than one event. It's a series of events. So there's going to be things like a normal meetup. There's also going to be events that are more geared towards like group feedback. We'll do things that are like more creative. So like I was thinking maybe doing a photo walk one day. We were thinking also like we could do workshops on like prototyping and stuff like that. So like the design club really is going to be kind of the umbrella for a lot of stuff that me and some of my friends are doing for the Montreal design community. And so we kind of like really need a website. So that's what I'm going to be working on tonight. I'm trying to figure out what's the visual identity that we want to have. So like one thing I do have is a bunch of different variations for the logo. And I didn't make this. A friend of mine did. But it's pretty awesome. I really love this one. But I was thinking maybe we could do like some sort of animation and like rotate between some of these. So we'll see if I can pull that in a bit later. So yeah, here we are. So let's see. Try to see if I can find some good pictures to use here. Oh man, my computer is so slow because of the live stream. Pretty hard to use. Let's see. Anything good? Let's see. Man, these images are taking forever to load. All right, all right. Is there anything there we could use? I wonder if I do this. Huh. This might help a little bit. So let's see. I'm gonna try to find another one that I have on my phone that I think might have more of the crowd, because I want to show how many people there are. Let's see. When was the last event? I don't think I'll be using a grid for this. I'm like actually pretty bad at using grids. I used to when I started, and now I don't know why I am kind of like moving back to like a more free-form kind of design style. So I'm just gonna play with different things and see what works there. So no, I don't think I'll be using a grid for that. And on top of that, like I want to make that website feel really like fun and dynamic. And so what I'll do for that is like create a lot of broken grids. So things that are not necessarily gonna align, or like things that are sticking out or overlapping. I want to kind of like have that style. So yeah, let's see. Actually, I might have some things here. Yeah. Okay, I think this might be better. Or not. So let's try this picture here. Yeah, this is pretty good. So let's see. Let's see what I like. Hey people. Sorry, I was texting a friend. So yeah, here we are. I'm trying to make a website for this event of mine that I'm doing, just a design club. Not sure what I'll do with that image. I think I might kind of like delete it for now. So let's see. Kind of want to use that. Club. Three people watching. That's pretty great. I can't, I don't think I can see who's there from here. Anyways, this is an interesting first try. YouTube Live is interesting. So anyways, if you're here, leave a comment, say hi. I would love to see who's there. Share ideas, inspiration, and grow. All right. And back to 0. Oh man. It's so hard to design and entertain people at the same time. Oh well. Should probably not do that. Let's see. I want to make that larger. Let's see. Trying to get something fun going here on the nav. Kind of want to break the rules for that website. I want it to feel a bit different. Maybe there's... Let's see. So let's get some inspiration. Anything interesting here? Let's see. I kind of like that style. So let's see, what do I want to include here? So I have like upcoming events. Something like that. If I rotate it. Let's see, I kind of want to get some fun pattern going. So let's see if we can start doing that. Something smaller. So here would have something like where when let's see. Hello, people watching. So where am I going with this? Let's see. Should have some sort of RSVP button here, RSVP. Maybe that uses the same style as here. RSVP. Black. Let's try to align this somehow. So I'm not using any grid here, and it's like sort of a mess, but it's an intended mess. So I'm gonna try to like order this later and kind of improve it. So let's see. Maybe we're, yeah. We can make this. Hey, if you're tuning in, I would love to know what you think. Any ideas, feedback, comments, anything like that. Still very early in the process, trying to figure out what would be the best way to create a visual identity for this event or this this community. So we'll see if I can do something. I kind of like that. Looks a little bit like an arrow or something. Maybe there's an accent color somewhere. Let's see. What's a fun accent color I haven't used in a while? Green, I've used a lot of green. Not purple. Maybe red. I feel like red could be an interesting accent color here. Maybe we have something like this. And then maybe this is red. Maybe these things are red. And this one's white. Here. Bold. Ugh, this highlight is like always in my way. Let's see, locked. Boom. Let's see. We keep going here. What other kind of information do we need? So I want to show the speakers. Like one thing you could do is have something like this, which would have the speakers somewhere in there. Get this. Or maybe it's a circle here. It's like kind of a, no. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get a picture for some of our speakers. Just download this, copy image, maybe paste it here. Maybe something like that instead. We have, let's grab a picture for Carol. Oops. Let's see. It's darker a little bit. And his talk is, I don't have a title yet, so I'll have to come up with one. Learning. So this is where we are right now. There's maybe we could use that arrow concept a little bit more and have some stuff like this. Hey, the power sketch right there. What is going on here? Let's see. Ugh, sketch really isn't liking that. I'll just do that. Create a group. Boom. Um. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of everything here. Seems maybe a little dark and maybe a bit too all over the place. And then there's like something missing here. It's not really like nothing's really drawing my eye. There's almost like too much going on. Um, so I wonder what we could do to improve that. Um, but first, I think I'll add the missing parts. So since this is the home page, I kind of want to give a recap of everything that's going on. So we need some sort of view, other upcoming events. So fun fact, first time I tried this, I had some music playing in the background and YouTube flagged it as copyright infringement. So I had to start over. Lesson learned, I guess. It wasn't even that loud in the background. It's like pretty surprising how good YouTube's algorithms for detecting music are. So I have this picture here, which I would sort of like to use at some point. I think it's nice for people to see what it's like. It is kind of a tiny picture though. What do you think? There's one viewer right now. Love to know your thoughts. So let's look at more inspiration. Yeah, I like that. Let's let's try to bring some of these in, just as a reference. Kind of see the stuff I like. Yeah, I also like the different like color schemes here that I think could be an interesting idea for us. Let's bring that here. Whoa, image size is very different between different images. Let's see. Anything interesting in there? think it might have had more towards the top. That's neat here. Nice little like wave kind of graphic. I really like this. But there's no way I can make that. Or something that looks anything like that. Yeah, that's interesting. That's also kind of cool here. Or something like that. This is actually something that I'd like to use, like that similar style, for one of the events that we want to do. That's going to be called Fresh Eyes. I think that could make a really nice kind of logo for it. Another thing I want to do is sort of have a framework. So one of our goals for this is to create a community and a platform so that anyone can host their own events and easily put them on the website. So one thing I might try to do is just start kind of like creating a system for how the event page for each of these events might look like. So let's try to copy this over. And this is the way I work, basically. So I'll work on different concept ideas and just keep everything. That means I end up with really huge sketch documents, but I have everything. If I want to reference it, I can always go back, and I often do. Like, it's good for comparison's sake. So, whoa, what is happening? Okay. So let's try to delete some of that stuff. Delete everything here. Can delete that too. I think I'm gonna bring that navigation once again times here. Maybe this should be centered. Oh god, what happened here? Okay, so center it, center it. This could be maybe bigger. I like kind of that color. I wonder if I kind of have one of those like handwritten feel typeface. I could probably make it myself, but just for the sake of this, to be quick there, try to find a typeface that could work. Maybe that. Let's see. Sign painter. It's a bit too thin for what I'm looking for. Let's see. We have 2 people watching this. Welcome. That? Oh god. This is horrible. Yeah, it looks like I don't have a ton of typefaces on that computer. Yeah. No. Maybe. Really not sure about this. uh, this looks interesting though. Let's see. Could have like some sort of eye logo type here. Yeah, hell yeah, use Comic Sans. Okay, so let's say I have something here. Do something like that. Let's just reuse this copy for now. See. We can. Maybe we have this description. So I'm still in the exploration phase, so I'm like really not worrying about matching exact colors or spacing or anything like that. I'm really kind of trying to get the gist out, and then once I'm like locked into one direction, where I'm gonna kind of make sure that everything's lined up and everything is consistent everywhere. But for now, still exploring, trying different things. It's maybe too crazy. Da-da. Have something like this here. Let's drop some guides. Like that's smaller. Let's see. 3 people. Who are you? Please drop in a comment in the chat. I'd love to know who you are. Whoa. I don't know. Is this creepy? Like, it's so weird because I'm like sitting alone in the office. Um, uh, let's see. I almost feel like this should probably be a solid color. Have here your SVP. I'm wondering if I won't be able to do both at the same time, but maybe I can have some transparency going on here. So that this is like kind of bleeding through. So nothing too fancy so far, um, but we'll keep working on it. Yeah, this still feels very busy to me, but maybe this part here we could use. So do something like this here. So here we have time. Be 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Let's do auto. I like keep on where. Hey Matthew. Nice. Thanks for tuning in. So what do you think so far? So this is a website that I'm making for this community that a couple of friends of mine, and I have been kind of starting. We really want to get people to be more involved in the community, and we have a lot of ideas for a bunch of events that would be cool to do, and we've started gaining some traction for them. People are like super interested. I've been organizing a meetup, and so far, last time we've had over 100 attendees, which is pretty good for Montreal. It's definitely nowhere near SF numbers for these kinds of events, but for Montreal, it's pretty good. And so we're basically scaling it up to allow us to do more creative, fun events. So for example, Fresh Eyes is this event idea that we have. And basically the concept would be that you're creating small groups, so 5 or 6 people, and each group has a mentor that's sort of gonna help like create an interesting discussion, and people are gonna give feedback to each other on different types of work. So it's kind of a way for either people that are new to the industry or people who like really want to improve their skills to sort of put their work out there, get other people's thoughts, and then Once they get that, they can also give feedback to other people and practice that side too. So it should be a pretty fun event. We did kind of a pilot for that at another event that we did for students, and that went really well. So pretty excited for that event. Um, let's see, like the color scheme of the second comp. First one has a really interesting layout though. I like how deliberate it is about not following a specific grid. Yeah, that's one thing I liked a lot. And so basically this is really community like for designers by designers. So I kind of want to let go of all the constraints that we usually have and kind of just like make something kind of wacky and fun. Um, but I'm still kind of like not sure that like where this landed is the right spot. Um, so I don't know. We'll see. What I don't like here is um, how like everything sits on the grid. Like you see the logo here, everything aligns perfectly, and that's a bit too much, like following the grid a bit too much. Having it stand out like that or bringing it in makes the layout feel more dynamic and more interesting. It's like maybe I move this over here. Um, One interesting idea could be to sort of have um, layout guides, because I mean it's designer E, right? So maybe we use that concept there to kind of bring in something a little more interesting to the layout. So we'd have another sets of guides here. We'd have something here. Let's see. I don't have something like this. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Maybe bring the logo on top here. So one idea that we were discussing earlier on was, so these are a couple logo variations that I have. So maybe we could animate or transition between some of those and kind of like bring a little like subtle animation, but it could like move, or maybe depending on which page you're on, you get like kind of a slightly different logo. Um, I don't know. What do you think? So this would be when. Uh, hmm. some sort of other line here. Let's see. So Matthew, do you mean having it like pop out and like start small and then grow? That could be a good idea. On hover, yeah, maybe. I wonder though, like I kind of almost want something that is a bit more like intense than that, something that really pops out and is kind of like different than your standard, like, yeah, either on page load or hover. Um, yeah, that might be fun. Um, let's see. I don't think I'm quite there yet, though, with this layout. Nah, not a fan of these horizontal grids. I wonder if maybe like those could have different height here. So that like when you scroll down, you see that they just stop at a certain point. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Kind of like where this is going. Kind of like the idea of giving each of the events kind of like random numbers. Maybe this is black. Yeah, this is kind of neat. What do you think about that? Nice. So let's see, what else? What else would there be for an event? There could be, oops. Um, Maybe this needs a header somewhere. It's like you could have speakers, for example. Like I wonder, maybe those stick out. No. Let's see. What if something like that? Whoa. Whoa. Sketch is a little slow suddenly. Oh god. Okay. All right. I did it. So maybe drop the opacity on that a little bit. Pretty much, yeah. I I actually overuse it. I even use it for print stuff sometimes. Um, I just love Sketch. It's so easy and simple. Um, I have been using Figma a lot more lately though, just for playing around and testing mostly. But it's also pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I just love Sketch. What are you using? Photoshop? Oh, really? Hmm. I wonder if I can send invites from my account. Uh, can take a look if you want. Figma. Mm, I don't know if I can send any invites. Account settings, maybe? No. Huh. Right, yeah. So for the longest time, I didn't have any Adobe software on my computer. And honestly, that felt pretty great. um, but I had to reinstall some apps. So like one app that I really needed for one project was After Effects. Really, because there's nothing else that does the same thing. uh, and I was working on some presentations, and I wanted to like do kind of like interesting animations, and so my only hope was to be able to use After Effects. Hopefully, someone's gonna make a replacement soon. Matthew, if you want to like either DM me on Twitter or like send me an email with your email address, uh, I'll try to find a Figma invite for you. Do we like this? It's like gradient thing. Yeah, no problem. Just make sure you send me your email, because I don't think I can see it from here. Huh. I kind of like this. Yeah, hell yeah. Bringing gradients back. I think it brings some visual interest up here instead of being this like flat background. I'm not sure if I'll be able to replicate that in CSS, but we'll see. Um, so that. Uh, and then we should have some footer somewhere. Somewhere at the end, but I don't know what to put in the footer yet. So we'll see. Maybe it's like a white footer. Yeah, I feel like this is a much stronger direction than this. This just feels a bit too over the place. Like it's trying too hard. Um, yeah, social media for the speakers. Yeah, that's a great idea. I think what I do is probably have the icons. So look into maybe getting the Twitter SVG icon. Original file. Save it to the desktop. Yep. Okay. Get rid of this. Boom. So like what I'm thinking is that every event could have their own logo, and they could choose their background color. So like visually, really quickly, all the events would have a different style, and it wouldn't be too hard for the organizers to kind of personalize it. And then what I'm thinking here is probably have that. I wonder if yeah, I'm not a huge fan of showing things on hover because even though I'm designing something on desktop right now, I'm already thinking of how this could work on mobile. And you can't really hover things on mobile yet. So let's see, let's try to find an alternative solution. Maybe they're in a circle. So what opacity did I use here? 54. Here, 54. Boom. These almost feel like they're grabbing too much attention, so I'm probably going to just remove that. And to add a bit more definition, I would do this. Yeah, I think I like that. It's simpler. Something like this. Could also bring in the dribble. Dribble SVG. Can I download? Yeah, see, this is what I hate. .psd. Please just give me an SVG file. So we might have to go to these crappy websites. See, SVG, boom. Just want to download. Download. Okay. Maybe here. 54. So how has your day been? Working on anything interesting? Boom. Kind of like this. This is going somewhere. So again, this is without the gradient. This is with. Yeah, I'll still have to think about it. We'll see. Maybe it's gonna go. Might be a bit too much. So let's see. So the event I used to organize was the MTL dribble meetup. So this is the first website I made for it. It's pretty nice. I like that it showed people from the community. It was kind of a pain to manage though, like manually entering people there. So I'm not sure if we're gonna keep it, but it's like certainly something to think about. We also have a newsletter here that I know people subscribe, because we have people that like really don't want to miss any of the events, which is really great. So we'll see. I want to kind of try to bring that back to here. So maybe we can start doing some sort of footer here. I feel like a white footer would be nice. So we could bring this back, make it smaller. Where did that go? Maybe have an arrow somewhere in here. Right. Zoom out. So see, this is on a half pixel here. So when we zoom out, this is all blurry. So, well, one thing I'm going to do is increase this. But now you see how everything sits flush on the pixel grid. So this is what's going to give us our like crisp icons. So something here isn't even, well, maybe it is. No, it's not. Kind of want to make this longer here. Maybe this is shorter. No. Let's try this. So this is pretty good. Can maybe reuse some of those icons over here. here. So I know we're probably not going to have a Dribble account for that event, but it just gives us an idea. I know we'll have a Facebook one. We'll have probably some other social stuff here. All right. Okay, so this is getting pretty late for me, so I'm gonna go. Bye.